Capcom recently invited me to an early preview event for Pragmata, and this might sound like hyperbole, but this has quickly become my most anticipated game of the year. Here's why you should be hyped as well. If you don't know, Pragmata is a sci-fi story about Hugh, a human, and Diana, a diamond. No, she's an android. Making their way through a space station that has been taken over by a rogue AI that seemingly got rid of all the other humans. Together they have to fight their way through hostile machines to make their way back to Earth. Maybe my favorite thing about the game so far is Hugh and Diana's relationship. Diana is this very naive android that looks at the world with childlike wonder, which is fitting given her appearance. And despite the extremely dire circumstances that he finds himself in, Hugh is kind of a goober. Able to brush off near-death experiences with a joke, but also able to spontaneously give Diana a genuinely beautiful answer about what it means to be a human. After nearly a decade of angry dad and child games, this is a breath of fresh air, and if they can nail this dynamic for the entire runtime, I could see the two of them becoming one of my favorite relationships in all of gaming. Of course, I also have to talk about the game's combat, which is also super unique. Hugh's gun does basically zero damage to the robots, but Diana has a hacking minigame which isn't too difficult, but it provides a fun extra layer of challenge on top of the hectic fights already going on, and after you succeed, you open up their weak spots to do massive damage. Hugh always has a pistol with infinite ammo that slowly recharges over time, but you can also find other weapons with limited ammo that do bonus damage and effects. And I do mean limited, most of these have like 3 or 4 shots total. But the game is always giving you more of them, so you're encouraged to experiment. You are constantly being thrown into little combat arenas with new enemy types and geography, and the moment-to-moment exploration is really fun. Also, the game has an extensive upgrade system with a varied economy of collectibles, so even in the 2 hours I played, I felt like I was constantly upgrading my gear and getting stronger. If anything I've said sounds interesting to you, there's already a free demo for you to check out now, and the game is coming out in less than a month. And thanks again to